This is my beautiful grandmother. Her name is Lisette, and she is from Belgium.
Yes.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I have my beautiful grandmother, and I'm gonna be telling you guys what is in my 23andMe report, what my ancestry is, and my grandma's gonna share with you guys her experiences immigrating from Belgium to the US and just some differences that she noticed between Europe and the US, and inspire you guys to explore more and travel and broaden your horizons like she has. She's lived all over the world. She's gonna tell us a little bit about those experiences. I'm so excited.
All right, granddaughter.
So, do you want to tell them your story of how you came to America?
It's been a long time ago. In 1968 or 67, I met my future husband, American musician. And we came to the U.S. in 1969 to get married, but we traveled back to Belgium because he liked it better over there.
Why did he like Belgium better?
He had more fun in Belgium.
Yeah, Europe is.
Yeah.
I think Europe is more fun. Can be, yeah.
Yeah, he was.
That's where I get it from.
We would sit in the bars and we can have some very, very intense conversations with people. We met musicians and we're going to their house to listen to Beethoven. And it was all very interesting, and you could talk about anything in the world, about politics and non-politics, but people just had their expression, and that was that. And you can go different areas and you speak a different language, and it's really fun. But for work, of course, Gigi, your mom, was born in 1970, and we stayed there another year. I hated to leave our beautiful, beautiful apartment. But anyway, we had to go, and we moved to Africa, North Africa. And after we left there, she spoke Arabic.
Did you speak Arabic?
A little here and there. When I was at the store, they would help me. They said, if you come and shop here, we'll teach you Arabic.
Oh, nice.
I learned about the money. Yeah, it was interesting. And then we came to the United States.
How was your experience getting your citizenship, and how did that work?
Oh, citizenship was no problem at all. I started a job at European American Bank, and they did everything for me.
Oh, wow.
Because I was married to an American, but they got me my Social Security card. I didn't have to do anything. Nowadays, they have to get a lawyer.
Yeah.
I had never heard of that.
A lot more complicated now, I think.
And it was different, very different. What I noticed first was the people were very friendly.
Yeah, people say that. Do you think it's like real friendliness or fake friendliness? Because a lot of like European people look at American friendliness and think that it's just very fake and plastic. And
well, I'm talking about going in the store. You can start a conversation, or they'll start one with you. And hi, how you doing? The weather. Whereas in Europe, I hadn't really noticed that when you're in a grocery store, they just check you out and that's it.
Yeah.
What I also missed from Belgium was there's no store windows. In Belgium, we had the windows. We would walk along the boulevard and do window shopping. But here, everything is inside.
Yeah, that's true. The Christmas markets. I love the Christmas markets.
And for every holiday, Easter, summer, winter, spring, they have everything decorated. And you could just walk the boulevards and do window shopping.
Walking in general, people don't walk in the States, huh?
No.
Everybody drives. In Belgium, you guys drove too, but...
We didn't have a car. We walked all
wow.
the time.
Wow.
We walked all the time.
Better for your health too.
Of course, my parents, they had
Mhm.
a business and they had cars,
Mhm.
but in the city in Brussels, we walked all the time.
Mhm.
Or you could take the tram,
Mhm.
the trolley.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were no subways yet at the time in the 70s.
No? Oh yeah. I
They
guess.
have them now.
Mhm.
They're all new and clean.
So what is your favorite place you've traveled out of everywhere in the world?
Wow, that's hard to say. Of course, we have relatives in Bermuda.
Oh yeah. They don't know that, but yeah, we have relatives in Bermuda.
When you're young, you probably would get bored, but at my age now, I would love to live in Bermuda because it's an island, not much to do, but yet it's beautiful and you could do a lot of walking there too.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. We went on vacation there a few years ago and visited our family there.
Now, I would go back to Belgium every other year,
Mhm.
but this year we weren't able to go.
No, there was a trip, but it got canceled. Like everything. Well, I hope to see you in Europe next year, hopefully, if things get back to normal. Fingers crossed. We have no idea. So now let's go over my 23andMe results. I'm going to show you guys what I have on my screen so you can see what I'm looking at, and I'm going to just break down what I am made of. Okay, so there is me. And here is what it says. It has European, this is like the broad breakdowns, and then you can click and it'll get more and more specific. When I originally got the test taken, it actually wasn't even as specific as it is now. So what's cool about 23andMe is that as technology becomes more developed and research gets more developed, they will actually update your results and you don't have to pay more. You just get an email that it says your results have been updated or whatever. And it's gotten a lot more specific in the African regions as well, because that's what I wasn't so sure about. I know I come from Belgium, but I didn't know where in Africa, because that part of our culture is very far removed from anything in my grandparents or anything's time. So my European is 51% Northwestern European, mostly French and German, and a bit of British and Irish. Why doesn't it say Belgium on there? Do you know?
Because probably at the time, the French may have owned Belgium, that whole region.
So I guess it's hard to like separate Belgian blood from
Right.
French or German blood.
Right.
Because in Belgium, there's actually 3 national languages, right? There's
Flemish,
Yeah.
French, and German.
So it's all mixed, and that one day they drew a border, and that's what Belgium became. So it's kind of hard to separate. And then the British and Irish. Do you know anyone British and Irish in the family?
No?
No. We're all mixed. Scandinavian, almost 1%. Broadly Northwestern European. Where is that? Northwest. That would be Belgium-ish area. Well, no. That could be any of these. It's just indistinguished, I think.
But remember that the Vikings conquered Britain and Ireland, so
Yes.
that might be a bit of
Viking.
that percentage. Yes.
The Scandinavian, yeah.
Yeah.
Those Vikings. All right, then Southern European. I am 1.3% Spanish and Portuguese, and I live in
Oh.
Spain now, so I belong there. At least 1% of me does. And 0.2% Jewish.
Ashkenazi, yeah.
All right, then getting into the Sub-Saharan African, it's 36.1% West African, mostly Nigerian. So I go to an international church in Barcelona, and there's people from all over the world there, and a lot of African people, and African people always come up to me and say, "Hey, you look Nigerian." So
Really?
Yeah, they knew. And some Ethiopian people have told me that I look Ethiopian too. Do I have Ethiopian? Forgive me for not knowing my geography, but that is not on here. I don't know if any of these regions is considered Ethiopia. Let me know in the comments. Then we've got East Asian and Native American. I was honestly hoping to be more Asian when I got this test taken, because I don't know any Asian people in my family, so I was like, I want my blood to surprise me and actually show me that I'm like 5% Chinese. That'd be so cool. But no, I'm only 0.5% Chinese and 0.5% Filipino and Austronesian and 0.2% Native American, which is crazy because my family's been living in America, so no Native Americans in there, I guess. And the rest is not much. So yeah, that is my results. And you can actually see which countries are from your mom's side and which are from your dad's side. And as I learned, there's like African in my mom's side because my grandfather was partially African American, and then there's European in my dad's side because there was just a lot of mixing back in those days. So I've got all kinds of ethnicities on both sides, and this is what I ended up. So there's my results. Then there's two cool things about this. So there's all these traits in my report too, and it tells me based on my genes if I'm likely to have these traits or not. Most of them are true, which is really funny. No dimples, dandruff, I have detached earlobes, I have just all these random things. I definitely have a fear of public speaking that I'm overcoming every day I make YouTube videos, but I am sweating all the time when I make these videos, so definitely there. And then the other cool thing about 23andMe is that there is a database of all of my DNA relatives in there. So I can connect with my second cousins and my third cousins and all that stuff.
Wow.
I was glad that I didn't make my account and then it turns out I have like all these brothers and sisters I didn't know about, because I'm sure that happens to people sometimes. You never know. You never know. Back in the day, people lived life a little differently. There wasn't Facebook, so
But just to show you, we're all one big family.
yes, humanity is one big family.
Uh-huh.
All right, I think that's it.
Yeah. Now you know a little bit about me.
Yeah. I always love hearing your stories. Well, thanks for watching this video, you guys, and it was such a pleasure for me to have my grandma on my channel with me and share her story with you and share my 23andMe results with you. My grandma actually bought me the 23andMe kit for Christmas a few years ago, or my whole family bought it for me. So maybe it's something you want to ask for Christmas, is finding out who you are, because all of us want to know who we are. All right, well, have a happy holiday season, and I'll see you in the next one.
All right.